Propaganda only works on people who accept the frame. There's a psychological reason for that. In 2004, linguist George Lakoff at the University of California at Berkeley studied how political language controls the way people think. He found that the most powerful political messages never argue with facts. They argue with frames. A frame is a hidden structure built into the language that tells your brain what's true before you even begin to think about it. Lakoff called it framing. Every piece of propaganda begins the same way, with a frame, with a hidden assumption baked into the question, a hidden lie. So by the time you answer the question, you've already accepted the assumption without realizing it. You've accepted their lie that they're hiding in the question. Why are scientists always changing their minds? Wrong. Scientists aren't always changing their minds. It's the exact opposite. Science is pretty concrete. Scientists do update their knowledge when science proves to not be wrong. For people who think concretely, like children do, basically MAGA, changing your mind is very painful. Another framed question. If mail-in voting is so secure, why do so many countries restrict it? Wrong. Who says so many countries restrict mail-in voting? It's not true. Many countries allow mail-in voting. By answering the question as is, the frame makes you assume it's true. And it's not true. Another question. Why are climate scientists exaggerating the data? Wrong. Climate scientists aren't exaggerating the data. Actually, 99.9% of climate scientists, who are not paid by the fossil fuel industry, have already said global warming is caused by humans, and it's a major problem to our future. Even the US military has labeled global warming as a huge threat. But the far right want you to believe global warming doesn't exist, because it's profitable for them right now. They don't care about the future. They don't care about your future. Every one of these questions is asking you to accept a conclusion before you've even seen a piece of evidence. This is why MAGA falls for propaganda so easily. They accept every frame as true. It feels right to them, even though it's factually wrong. They don't care about facts. They just like the feeling. The people who are the hardest to manipulate don't fall for unsupported frames. Before they engage with anything, they ask themselves one question. What assumption am I being asked to accept? If there are no facts that prove the assumption, they reject the frame, and the propaganda dies before it even starts. Stupid people argue inside an unproven frame. Smart people reject it. MAGA accepts every single frame like it's all truth. That's why they're the most susceptible people to propaganda in American history.